Hey everyone, so how important actually is logging your calories? Well, the answer to this depends on your goal, of course. And I just got off a call with a male fat loss client. Their goal was to drop 20 pounds in 30 days, and his major concern was that logging his food was going to be too much of a pain in the arse. And he asked me directly, is it really necessary? So it's a really good question. Now, most fitness professionals agree that remaining in some calorie deficit is probably the key to weight loss. So the question is, do we actually need to log our calories in order to be in a calorie deficit? Certainly we don't have to, there are other ways. But how many times have I heard a client tell me that they have been eating less, only to discover that this was actually more of a perception and less of a reality? In fact, how many times have you told yourself you're eating less, but it was actually a figment of your imagination? I've done it countless times, and many of my clients have done it. It's okay, it's just part of being human. So look, we've even seen bodies of evidence, research that have shown that even qualified nutritionists who've even logged their foods were not even accurate to the reality of the calories consumed. So if a professional is out by up to 20% and is manually logging their food, then I'd say that an average trainee eating blindly is probably headed for failure in most cases. So there are two scenarios where I think being a bit more lazy and eating blindly, as I say, is more acceptable. Scenario number one, when you genuinely eat the same thing every day and you're fully aware of the calorie content of those foods. So in this case, you log it all accurately a couple of times to make sure you know what you're eating, and then you'd rely on repetition and visual appraisal of portions to keep you on track. Scenario number two, when a trainee is in a much bigger calorie deficit and there's more room for error. So that's kind of self-explanatory, but if I'm in a 1,000 calorie deficit, which is not uncommon as hard as it sounds, then this gives you more space for mistakes. However, if you are less likely to, if you're more likely to eat in a less structured way, then logging is more crucial. And guessing the calorie value of your foods as you go along, or even being aware of them and adding them up in your head, none of this is really going to help you when it gets to your Monday morning weigh-in. So here's my conclusion, I am quite pro-logging foods. We spend so much time and effort and money with our training and our diets and gym memberships, personal training, apps, meal prep, yet it so frequently goes wrong when the basics of calorie balance can be easily overlooked. So why not devote just 5 or 10 minutes a day to logging your foods? And the more important that calorie balance is to you and your goals, the more time you should spend logging. Okay, I hope that explained the scenario, and if you guys have got any questions about logging or calorie balance, comment below please, or DM me and I'll see if I can help answer your questions.